Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense will go to work first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense good.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Rides to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sparks. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back of the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Cardinals are rolling down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. So Florida State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it?
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play at the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And the Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Berry. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. Hauls it in. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Carpenter. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Okay, ready?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Sparks. Throws for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. If you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Got a man there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
Florida State, 7.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carpenter. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Timeout, Florida State.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Louisville! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. team, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out and ready to attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Dropping back, it's Sparks. Trying to find the end zone. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He wants it all. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Now on 2nd and goal.
Easy. Griffin.
Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cardinals! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty damn quickly.
The Knowles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Getting out first look of the afternoon at the punter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On a little time, lets it go. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Sparks. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's running free down the middle. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Let's go.
The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Galladay. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
Number 32.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They want to throw it. Touchdown Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. It just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 81.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Sparks. He fires a bullet to the right.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making the play, forcing the incompletion.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 3rd down play from the gun. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, no!
Touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to adjust the pattern. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you?
28.
And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or Lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think that's something you understand. Like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets a block. Touchdown Cardinals. Stealing a score on special teams.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance, Paul. He made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to run, get in the tempo.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man on the right. Find some room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see, that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Noles have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun to give, looking for room. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Tackle near the 2-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and goal.
Single.
They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here, just be smart with the football.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere
It's Sperry. Here's a heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Cardinals want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Carpenter. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back.
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Louisville! And with that, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try to run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Punch it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. The corners are walked up tight. To the air on first down. Oh, he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And the defense stuffs to run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 5 over Western Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
To the air, it's Sparks. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They're working that left side. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Carpenter. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little time. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Sparks. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Caught over the middle. It's Everett. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat. And the touchdown Cardinals! And they moved out front.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the... The windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Makes the catch. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays every play.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions with the QBs throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Berry. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them, they're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection to pressure there. Calls the missed timing.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. So the defense has to be ready to take the field right now. Play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They've mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Single back formation, and they give it to him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to add another. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Dropping back, it's Berry. Rushes on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Louisville! The defense putting points on the board. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooping scored like what happened right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. It's a bubble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they turn it into a defensive score. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game...
There he goes down the right side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Berry. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The offense changing the play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Carpenter. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the right. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Cardinals. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Sperry. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to first down. Got his man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air. It's Sparks. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an